1775, the summer before the American Revolution. The candle flickered as a summer breeze slipped through the open window of Mount Vernon. George Washington sat at his desk, staring down at the letter that would change his life. It bore the seal of the Continental Congress, a summons, a command, a plea. They wanted him to lead a rebellion, an army of farmers and merchants against the greatest empire on earth. What was he? A soldier? Across the room, Martha stood silently watching him. "You knew this day would come," she said gently. "I prayed it wouldn't," George replied. His voice was low, not from fear, he was long past fear, but from the burden he now carried. "If I accept, I lead an army of farmers and merchants against the greatest empire on earth. If I fail, I will not die a soldier's death. I will be hanged as a traitor." He looked at his wife, the only person who saw the man behind the uniform. "And yet," he said, "if I do not accept, someone else will. Perhaps someone who seeks power, not liberty." Martha walked over and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Then go," she whispered. "Go and fight not for glory, but for freedom. That is why they chose you." The next morning he mounted his horse beneath a gray sky, the letter tucked inside his coat. The men who gathered at the gates saluted him, some with awe, others with doubt. But George Washington did not seek their praise. He would command with discipline, he would lead with humility, he would fight, not for himself, but for a country that did not yet exist, but lived in the hearts of its people. As the hooves of his horse struck the road to Philadelphia, the wind carried his quiet words. "Let the cause be just, and the will of the people strong."